Undercover cop Scott Clemens just lured suspected serial killer Daniel Conahan Jr. into his trap.
He told me that he wanted to take pictures of me naked, and he wanted to take them in the woods. At the time, our policy was, you can't get naked. So I told him I didn't have time, that I was in a rush to be somewhere else. After I kind of shut him down, I think he started to become a little suspicious of me.
Conahan suddenly stopped his advances toward Clemens and took off, and the operation was shut down for the night. But after so much surveillance and plenty of probable cause on Conahan, investigators already had a backup plan in place.
We conducted a traffic stop on US 41 in Punta Gorda.
I explained who we were and that we were investigating these crimes and that his name had come up in these crimes, and that I would like to sit down and talk with him if he would be willing to do that. To my surprise, he agreed to talk with us.
The stakes were high, and investigators knew a confession was key. Afraid of spooking their suspect, they didn't haul him into the station.
We had already set up a motel room that was wired with video and audio. So we went into the motel. In the next room was a team that was monitoring this conversation.
Yes, I would. Yes, no problem. Yes, I'm right here.
He was friendly. I think that he thought he was probably the smartest person in the room, and I think that's why he decided that he would talk to us.
We have been investigating the murders that you are aware of. Could you tell me when you first became aware of the murders? Well, I first read about it in the paper. The articles, a month or two ago or something like that, is when I first read about it. Yeah. And, TV. Okay.
I was nice to him. I didn't put any pressure on him. He was obviously nervous because under the table, we had a tablecloth. You'll see that tablecloth moving rapidly. That's him patting his foot underneath the table. I asked him if he had ever taken part in bondage with anyone.
Did you yourself ever practice such things? Or? No, I don't do the bondage. I'm not into
Conahan had no idea investigators knew otherwise.
They found him. Oh, did they? You offered him to be tied up. I offered, but I didn't do it. I think it was just last week. It was just a passing. You actually broke the bondage, is what he said. And I may very well have said, maybe you'd like to do some bondage or something, but we didn't.
I think he underestimated our investigation to that point. He had no clue how massive it was, how much information we had.
You're talking about murder investigating questions about, did you just recently ask somebody to time up and you said no? Well, this guy says, yes, you did. You said, well, maybe. Well, you did. You did. All right, so, well, okay. You obviously did. I understand that, but let's get beyond the embarrassment.
Detectives waited until they knew they had Conahan backed into a corner, then hit him with another surprise.
We had obtained enough probable cause that Conahan could be connected to these crimes that I was able to obtain a search warrant.
I know you want to call home what you're going to hear there. Is that at your house right now? Oh my God, I'm honestly thinking the worst. Well, I'm sure that the officers that are there already have explained to them our situation. Oh my gosh. What we've done there is we're serving a search warrant.
While he was being interviewed, that's when we processed his house. We picked up some of his clothing. We actually found a 1/4-inch rope, pliers, paring knives, tarps, a lot of the items that would normally be in a murder kit.
There was another small but potentially significant piece of evidence the team was hoping to link to Conahan.
One piece of evidence came from the body of Richie Montgomery. When he was swabbed, they found a paint chip down by his hip. When we served the search warrants on Mr. Conahan's little blue car, we also collected samples of paint.
The samples, along with the other evidence, were rushed out for testing. Investigators at the motel were hoping to skillfully pull a confession out of Daniel Conahan.
But I most certainly have not tied anybody up. I most certainly have not engaged. You can talk to anybody you want. And I have not engaged in sex with bondage.
I thought maybe once he knew that I caught him in some lies or some untruth that he would maybe give me a little bit more information, but that didn't happen. Eventually, I can tell he's getting tired. He's getting to the point where he may be feeling a little bit threatened, so I decided that it was time to shut the interview down because I wanted another chance to interview him. So I wanted to leave on a good note, and that's the way we ended it.
How's that?
Yeah.
A little frustrating that we didn't get a confession, but we knew we were in the right direction.
Thank you for your time.
Certain Conahan was behind the grisly murders of Richard Montgomery and 2 other victims. Detectives kept close tabs on him. They were waiting for the test results of the paint chip or for Conahan to make a misstep when another haunting story surfaced.
I was approached by a detective from the Fort Myers Police Department. He says, you know, we had one just like that down at Fort Myers. And I said, excuse me? He says, yeah, we had one just like that, but ours lived. I said, what?